Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. We're talking about consulate processing in this set of videos. And one thing that is of an issue for some people is they don't want to go back to their home country for a couple reasons. For example, let's say they're in the U.S., but they still have to consular process. And let's say they live halfway across the world, or they live in an area that is war-torn, or they live in an area that has a high rate of denials. The question is, can they consular process through a third country consulate, which means basically a consulate that does not have, normally does not have jurisdiction over that person. So for example, in the U.S., the two countries that come to mind most of all would be in basically in Canada or Mexico. So generally, because of the violence now in Mexico, the drug violence, and especially in Ciudad Juarez, where all the immigrant visas applicants go, unfortunately, with people being found killed and murdered and so forth under the system there. Of course, Canada would be the better way to go. So the question is whether the U.S. consulates in Canada will agree to accept a third country national, and it is possible based upon the situation. Essentially, if they're not obligated, first of all, to accept a third country national, but if you contact them and you show all the hardship and the reasons that you want to go to that particular consulate, then they will take it under consideration, and if they do agree, then you will be able to go to that third country consulate in order to be able to proceed forward and have your immigrant visa issued at that third country consulate. So let's say you come from Germany and you're in the U.S. and you don't want to travel halfway around the world, and you have situations or reasons that you think they would be agreeable or amenable with. You give them the necessary information, send it off to the chief consul, and if it is agreed, then boom, all you have to do is travel to Canada and not to your home country. Okay, more on the coming video.